Hi friends, welcome to this quick but effective yoga practice for before or after a workout to help release tension. We'll start by getting into the shoulders. So inhale, clasping your hands in front of you, and then sweeping your arms up overhead. Exhale, releasing to clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, gently pulling your hands down to the mat, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. Inhale, clasping your hands in front, sweeping them up overhead. Exhale, release. And then inhale, clasping them behind your back, stretching your arms down, lifting the chest, release. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, bringing your hands behind your back. Inhale, clasping, pulling your hands down to the mat. And then exhale, just releasing, coming back through center. And then we'll just take a couple shoulder rolls here, inhaling your shoulders up towards your ears and exhaling them back and down. Just releasing any knots of tension that you might be storing in your shoulders, neck, or upper back. And then just coming back to center, inhale, really lengthening through the spine. Exhale, dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhale your head back to center. Exhale, dropping your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, center. And this time we'll hold it. So dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathing into it, sending your breath into the left side of your neck. And if this feels good, you can stay right here. Or if you'd like to get a different stretch, you can start to bring your chin down towards your right armpit, just looking down, sending the stretch to the back left side of your neck. Inhaling your head back through center, and then exhale, dropping your left ear towards your left shoulder, shifting the stretch to the right side. Staying here if that feels good, or you can start to bring your chin towards your left armpit, looking down, sending the stretch to the back of the neck. Inhale your head back to center, and then exhale, letting your head drop back. So you're looking up towards the ceiling, opening up the throat. You can stay here, or maybe you want to open your mouth slightly, shifting your jaw side to side or up and down, just releasing tension. And then inhale your head back through center, and then exhale, dropping your chin down towards your chest, looking down, making sure you're still sitting up tall, lengthening through the spine here. Think of it as lifting your chest up to meet your chin. Inhale your head back up to center, and then getting onto all fours. So just coming to your hands and knees, stacking your shoulders above your wrist, getting your knees about hip width apart. And then we'll be coming into some cat-cow to warm up the spine, so you can inhale, dropping your belly towards the mat, looking forward or up. Exhale, rounding the back, bringing your chin towards your chest. Inhale, creating that valley in the lower back, looking forward or up. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. Really pressing your hands into the mat to stretch between your shoulder blades. And just keep these same movements going with your own breath, moving at your own pace. Then on your next inhale, just coming back to a neutral spine, Bringing your right foot to the top of the mat, coming between your hands for a low lunge. Keeping your fingertips on the mat at first, lifting your chest up, and inhaling here. And then exhaling, shifting your weight back into a half split, straightening that right foot, flexing your toes to face the sky. Inhale, coming forward back to that lunge. Exhale, back to half split, shifting your weight back. Inhale, back to that low lunge. And then exhale back for that half split, holding it this time. Allowing your head to hang down and relax here, sending your breath into your hamstrings or anywhere else you might be feeling the stretch. Then on your next inhale, coming back to lunge, staying here with your fingertips down on the mat, or you can bring both hands gently to your top of your knee, pressing a little bit more into this lunge, really stretching the quads, the hamstrings, the hip flexors, breathing into it. Then bringing your hands back down to the mat, this time getting both hands on the inside of your foot. You might need to shift that right foot out into the side a bit, coming into lizard. And you can stay here on your hands, or maybe you'd like to lower down to your forearms and elbows, going a little bit deeper. You can keep that right foot flat, or if you'd like to come to the blade of your foot, letting your knee splay open a bit, you can. Just getting more into the psoas. And then gently bringing yourself back up, we'll be shifting into pigeon. So you can bring your right foot behind your left wrist, setting your right knee down behind your right hand. Your shin does not have to be parallel to the top of the mat or at a 90-degree angle. You just find what feels best in your body. And you can stay sitting up straight, or maybe you want to come into sleeping pigeon, bringing your chest down towards your shin, reaching your arms up overhead, sending your breath into your hips. Making sure that that front foot stays flexed to protect your knee. And then gently pressing yourself up. We'll come back to tabletop position, so just getting that right knee back in line with the hips. Doing a couple more rounds of cat-cow. So you can inhale, dropping your belly towards the mat, looking forward or up. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. And just do a couple more rounds of these. And on your next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine, bringing your left foot to the top of the mat, coming between your hands for a low lunge. Keeping your fingertips on the mat, lifting your chest up, inhaling here. And then exhaling into a half split, shifting your weight back, straightening that left leg, flexing the toes up to the sky. Inhale back up to that lunge. Exhale back for a half split. Inhale back to low lunge. Exhale back to half split. And this time we'll hold it for a few breaths. So just let your head hang down, relaxing, breathing into it. Then inhale back forward to a lunge, staying here with your fingertips down on the mat, or you can bring both hands up to your knee, gently resting it there on your thigh, trying to shift your weight into that left leg, opening up the hips. And bringing your hands back down to the mat, this time getting both hands on the inside of your foot. Again, you might need to shift that left foot out and up a bit, coming into lizard. And you can stay here, or maybe you'd like to come down to your forearms and elbows. And you can keep that left foot flat, or you can come to the blade of the foot, letting your knee splay out. Then coming back up so we can shift into pigeon, bringing your left foot behind your right wrist. You can drop your left knee behind your left hand. And again, your shin does not have to be at a 90-degree angle, just finding what feels good. Staying up or bringing your chest down towards your shin, reaching arms up overhead, resting here. And then gently pressing yourself back up, coming back into a tabletop position, getting your hips stacked over your knees, shoulders stacked over your wrist. And then inhale that right arm straight out to the side. And then exhale, threading that arm underneath your left, bringing that right cheek, right ear down to the mat. You can keep your left hand on the mat next to your face for more support, or if you'd like, you can extend the arm up overhead, just resting the palm directly above you. And then bringing that left hand back by your face to press yourself up to tabletop. Recentering here, and then inhale that left arm out to the side. Exhale, threading it underneath that right arm. And again, you can keep your hand next to your face or extend that arm up. And then bringing that right hand back down by your face, pressing yourself up to tabletop, and then lowering yourself all the way down to the ground, getting your belly on the mat. And then we'll come into Sphinx pose, so try getting your elbows underneath your shoulders, getting your forearms flat on the mat straight ahead of you, and then lifting your chest up, maybe looking up if that's okay on your neck. And you can stay just like this, or if you'd like to get a quad stretch, you can bend that left knee, bringing the foot towards your behind, reaching that left hand back, holding onto the foot, and just gently pressing that foot closer towards your body, not forcing anything, just making sure that it feels good. And then you can gently release that foot, coming in for a quad stretch on the right side. So just bending that right knee, bringing the foot towards your behind, reaching that right hand back to grab onto the foot, and just gently pressing that foot closer towards your body. And if you're feeling any discomfort in your knees at all, you might want to back off the stretch, just being gentle with your body. And just gently releasing that foot, coming back into Sphinx pose for a moment, getting a subtle back bend, opening up your upper body. And then gently lowering your head all the way down to the mat, just taking a moment to rest here. And then whenever you're ready, putting your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing up for Cobra, squeezing your elbows in towards your rib cage, keeping a slight bend in your arms here, squeezing the glutes, protecting your lower back. And then pressing yourself up and back for child's pose, getting your knees as wide as the mat, letting your big toes touch, and sending your hips back towards your heels, reaching your arms up overhead, releasing any tension that might be stored in your hips or your shoulders. And then reaching your left hand to the left side off your mat, stacking your right hand on top of the left, coming into this side body stretch, making sure you're still pushing your hips down towards your heels, just feeling the stretch on the right side of the body. Inhale both hands back through center, and then bringing your right hand towards the right side of the mat, left hand stacking on top of the right, sending your hips back towards your heels, feeling the stretch on the left side. Bringing your hands back through center, coming back to child's pose, connecting with your breath. If your shoulders are tired, you can always bring your arms down by your sides, letting your palms face up towards the sky, just finding what feels good for your body here. Using these next few moments just to reconnect with your breath, feeling into the body, feeling all the space you've created, all the tension you've released, and really letting it become a part of you. And this will be the end of our practice. Thank you so much for joining me, friends. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.